Hi Taurus, welcome to your romantic love reading for the month of December 2018. This channel is called The Witching Hour. My name is Michelle and I'm a witch. Thank you for joining me. And thank you for all of your love and support in each and every way, and I send it right back to you. I'm using my own soul-to-soul divination and oracle cards that are handmade by me. This reading is for the sign of Taurus, sun, moon, rising, and those intuitively led to be here. For only the enlightened souls of Taurus, sun, moon, rising. I welcome and evoke the elements of earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. And I greet the guardians of the north, east, south, and west. This channeled reading will cover the energies of past, present, and future love relationships or relationship dynamics. Please use your intuition to apply the channeled message to your relationship status. And please be sure to watch your other signs as well, the other placements in your chart, moon and rising, Venus, whatever you feel led to look at. If you are cross-watching for Taurus, please note that the reading might sound like it's in reverse. Use your intuition and common sense to apply the information appropriately to yourself. Underlying energy is that of the body. Sensuality, physicality, sexuality sometimes. Okay. Let's get started. Past energy dynamics is that of the fairy realm and the connection to nature on the earth plane, the earth element and the elementals of earth. Some of you have gotten back in touch with yourself, your gentler, sweeter, kinder self. Some of you are connecting with the sensuality of the elemental in a spiritual way, and you're feeling it in your physical body. It's kind of bringing out the tiger in you, but it's also bringing out what I just got was the phrase of self-preservation. Self-preservation through the form of self-advocacy. Standing up for your rights, what you believe in, but in such a way that is not aggressive, but more fierce. You know you can be fierce if you need to be. And you can stand up for yourself if you need to. And just knowing that you can alone makes you feel more integrated and whole. Because it's expressed in a more gentle way. And you may have felt too gentle in the past. And so you've integrated that tiger energy, that more assertive, tenacious energy. And what it's bringing from the future, what it's pulling in from the future is romantic love energy, the actual essence of it. You will be able to, what I'm getting is you will be able to feel the essence of the person before they come into your life. Also, this is in regards to couples, you will be able to start feeling one another and communicating to a degree with one another telepathically or through your physical energy before you physically touch, before you're in one another's physical presence. It is magical. Some of you consciously know this, some of you don't. You've never felt that before. It's kind of an exquisite, but kind of maybe even a startling or unsettling experience to feel the energy of another. Some of you are concerned about energetic vampirism. Yes, I see that. I do feel that. We're not going to go there, and that's kind of the position you need to take. You need to put a shield around your body, an energetic shield. You have to take responsibility for doing that. Some of you are learning how, taking courses for it, through Googling things online, taking online courses about energetic protection. Some of you need to be more assertive or tenacious about that, have more tenacity about protecting yourself. Some, not all, but some of you just need to figure out how, and you're figuring it out, or you just recently did, and you're bringing that into the present moment and in what you're manifesting. Some of you have realized what I'm feeling is like I'm getting the phrase, I dropped the ball. Like I didn't protect myself in the past. I dropped the ball. I wasn't careful. I exposed myself to being vulnerable to like the psychic vampires, like the narcissists or abusers and things like that. And you're feeling the pain of it now. But you know where you left yourself unguarded. And it's like, because you're honest, intuitive, empathic is the word I'm getting, and so many empaths are vulnerable, by default vulnerable to abusers, that it's like, it's just almost status quo for us empaths. Me being one of them also. It's almost status quo or default to be vulnerable to attackers. However, it's only due to a lack of awareness. It's not your fault, but it's a lack of awareness of how empowered you are. And that's what this card is, the tiger energy. When you get in touch with your own self-empowerment, which is how free are you to exercise, to freely exercise your free will choices within a relationship? Do you exercise them yourself on your own? Do you what's the word I'm thinking of? Do you always defer to the other person? Okay? Do you, by default, accidentally give them more power than they should have, than they've earned in the relationship? And I'm being reminded by Spirit to say to you, we do not give our power away, because we can't. Power doesn't work against itself. It only does what it will. So you may have heard so often, as I have, don't give your power away. Power in and of itself, that's a misunderstanding of what power really is. Power does not give itself away. Power only works for itself. It doesn't work against itself. It doesn't give itself away to someone who's going to misuse it. So we don't give our power away to psychic vampires. What happened, or narcissistic abusers. What really happens is the abuser makes us forget we have power a little bit at a time. Remember that. So it's coming back to a self-awareness of the power you've always had and discovering more and more of it. And it grows exponentially. Your awareness of your self-empowerment grows exponentially. The more you become aware of, the more you become aware of, and so on and so on. It ripples out until you start to feel stronger again. Then you have an equal opportunity. Then you have equal footing, equal leverage with other whole, healthy, safe and sound people. Those are the kind of people you can feel vulnerable with. You don't have to wear any masks. You know what's underneath the mask. You both do. You both love each other unconditionally, knowing one another's flaws. You know what I'm saying? You can feel that there's a sense of mystery behind the mask and yet still trust that person, you know? Because mystery does not mean deception, okay? And you're able, the more you grow in your self-empowerment, the more you're able to discern that within another. And the more vulnerable you're able to become, because the stronger you feel, the more vulnerable you can become, because you know you can defend yourself by being fierce, not angry. Because it comes from a a sense of inner self-empowerment. Here in the middle of the reading, we have the sign of Hecate. This is a street sign of the place where I used to live, literal sign of where a place I used to live in Virginia Beach. Lived on a street called Hecate Drive. I really did. And that is the crossroads, as you know. Hecate is the goddess of the crossroads. She is the queen of the witches. And she is an advocate, especially for females or victims, especially women and children. And that's mainly because of the numbers. You find more abuse within the masculine energy because the masculine energy by default asserts itself, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's what it does. And the feminine is receptive. It's when there's an abuse of power. That means someone, quote unquote, says they, quote unquote, love you, but it's always at your expense. That's not love, that's abuse, okay? You're coming to find this out. You are calling or may need to call upon Hecate. Do not invoke her, but evoke her presence in your life. Within a sacred circle that is protected, she will help you put a shield around yourself, okay? She will help you in self-advocacy. That will fiercely emanate from your being. Without strutting it around and being defensive, it will emanate from you. And you will get support from the people who truly love you. That's how you'll find out if they truly love you. They'll actually support you, not just say, not just give lip service. Their support will prove their love for you. And it won't be like a task or a burden to them. They will help you. And you're going to find out your true friends and your true loved ones. That will be the proof. The current energy is that of clothing yourself with that shield of beauty, of love. Self-love is going to be, the deeper your self-love, the stronger your protection. Love yourself immensely. Love yourself the way you want to be loved by another. Apply it to yourself. Apply it. Actually do for yourself what you want others to do for you, and that will attract others who will do that for you. You have to do it for yourself as a matter of choice and free will, which will empower you immensely. Self-love is the strongest protection there is. And there's spirit. This is my card for my spirit guides. This is saying that you are truly being protected and guided by spirit. And be honest with yourself and your feelings. They're calling on you to express how you truly feel. Express the truth of your feelings. If you truly are sad or upset, these are the mascara tears. These are when we call upon the forces of heaven, the forces of the sacred realm, the spirit realm, to vindicate us. But we must vindicate ourselves. And by that, all we might have to do is to speak the truth about how we really feel. Just speak the truth. You don't have to hit anybody over the head with it. But just speak it, express it, and be guided in how you speak or express it. Just let yourself be guided in how you express the truth of how you really felt about past betrayals, about the effect that they have had on you. That is a cleansing process. And in that, Hecate matches your self-advocacy step for step, choice for choice. She will come in and bolster you, as will your spirit guides and angels and the divine. They will protect you. The more you love yourself, the more you'll feel their protection. They're always protecting you. But if you don't feel, if there's some kind of deficit in your self-esteem and you don't feel worthy of protecting, then you won't feel their protection. They still will be protecting you. Make no doubt about that. But you won't be able to feel it. And so you won't be able to believe it. And you'll just continue on being sad, and feeling alone and isolated. So make sure, and you won't feel strong. So make sure you just take that step of faith and invest yourself, invest your resources in yourself, invest in yourself, and know, even if it's hard to believe that you're worth protecting, know just on faith that you are, and take one step of action in showing yourself that, doing something for yourself that expresses your self-love and self-protection based on the actual truth of how you feel. You don't have to be diplomatic anymore. Just express it, be guided in it, and then Spirit will, in fact, you will see it. They will show you, and you'll be able to see what they show you in the form of self-advocacy, self-love, and deep, deep, deep self-protection. And then you will attract people of like minds, like hearts, like souls, your kindred spirits. All the good lovings coming your way. Currently, that will express itself out towards your true family. This is my family card. Self-love might have to blot out some people from that picture. And they may be no longer able or willing to draw themselves back in the picture. You might have to turn that card over on that person. But true family is, like I said, the ones who will come in. Even in spirit, I'm being reminded to tell you and to remind you that spirit, I don't know if you can see it, but this is a man and a woman together. It represents the romantic love that can be channeled through us from spirit. If you've never had that actual experience of being in a romantic relationship with someone who truly loves you, Spirit will show you what that's like. Directly to you. They will show you. And you must take up that mantle. Must take up that mantle and cloak yourself in the romantic love of Spirit. They will show you what it feels like. Keep loving yourself that way. On your own if you have to. And then you will attract it in the material world. And it will come and it will manifest. And keep your body moving. Keep your body moving to keep the momentum of chemistry and chemical balance in your body going in its momentum. And it will help you manifest. Manifest. This is a cauldron. We're like the rainbow, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, will help you manifest what you truly want. What you truly want. And your intuition will be affected, will be touched. The word I'm getting is touched by Spirit. Your intuition will be touched by Spirit. They will speak to you. Touch your intuition as if they were touching your third eye. And you getting that message and that sight, insight, that vision. You're getting the vision of what your love looks like. What your true family looks like. It might not necessarily be the people you were born into a family with. It's your tribe, as they say. It's friends who are like family. True loyalty and faithfulness. True loyalty and faithfulness. And it's going to bring out your magic. In the end, it's all magic. And you're doing it. You are manifesting this. This is what you're bringing in. You're going to be able to live out the life you want and fully experience, daily experience is the phrase I just got, your personal magic. This is my personal magic card. This is what your life calling is. Not necessarily always your vocation, your 9 to 5. But it's your life calling. It's your soul purpose. You know what I mean? So no pressure. Because it doesn't have to be your career. And don't feel that it's less than good because it's just a hobby. It's your life calling. Be grateful for it not having any kind of monetary pressure on you, you know? But you'll always find the time to do this, especially if you follow your heart and you're true to your feelings. And you advocate for yourself You demand respect and loyalty from others because you know you give it to them. When that happens, and you know who your real family is, really, and you eliminate the people who don't belong in that framework, you will recognize and reconnect with your true magic. My true magic and my life calling has to do with channeling sexual energy, like in Tantra in a similar way, but it's my own brand of tantric sexuality. Mine is sexual energy, scrying, if you can see the crystal ball and the tarot, creativity. I make candles and do lots of other things, candles and flowers, okay? And earth. That's my magic. That's my specialty. That's my wheelhouse. That's where I just am constantly just spinning, you know, keeping the wheels turning. And this is the gift that Spirit is going to give to you. And from this wheelhouse, you're going to generate a lot of energy for your life. A lot of energy for your soul, and get your life moving again. And it will stay moving this time. It will stay moving this time is what Spirit is saying. It will stay moving this time. You won't get stuck in a rut, but you got to be around the right people. I almost feel strongly like saying make demands, but you don't necessarily have to express them in an angry, hostile way. Make it an internalize that request, internalize that I demand this of people. I have expectations of people. I have those strong standards, and don't be afraid or apologize for them. Don't be afraid to know that you have them or to expect them or require them of a person in a relationship. The real people who's supposed to be in your life, they'll know, and they'll do it by free will choice. You won't have to twist anybody's arm to be loyal to you, and you never should have to. That's the thing you need to remember. You will never have to twist someone's arm to be loyal to you ever again if you keep up your own standards and live being true to yourself and your dream. I hope that helped. Please leave a comment if that resonated for you. And in the drop-down box below are links to connect with me for a personal reading or to make a donation to this channel. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season and winter season. And until we meet again, check out my video library. From my soul to yours, much, much love and brightest blessings. Take care. Bye-bye.